Hello, everybody. A little bit of victory for migrants who are in South Africa. Dudula came to their senses, and this time, and this time around, they actually put an offer on the table to say, you know what, they don't want people with Spaza shops to go who are foreigners, but they can at least contribute 30% of their profit to help communities in which they operate into. For me, I think that's a generous thing they've done, and I applaud them for coming to their senses. However, there is only one issue, and that's what I'm asking. Who is going to manage that money? Who is going to collect that money? How is it going to be done? Because I don't know. Are they going to create their own government? Which department is going to collect that money? Because I mean, let's just face it and be honest, as black people. If money comes to our hand, we're going to fight and shoot each other for that money. So I hope the proposals they have, they will put it at least in the hands of government, so government can regulate those Spaza shops that are owned by foreign nationals. And whatever it is that government will decide they should be paying, at least that money could be put to use in those communities. Yeah, I think for me, what I applaud the most is the fact that people in the community, at least they have to benefit for something that is there, especially if us as foreigners, we are running shops that are not paying taxes. But also, which is also a little bit tricky, because everything, including what people orders, it's taxed already from cash and carries where they go to order this good from. It's already been taxed. So is it a double tax? And that's where I think professionals are needed to come in and check whether the goods that have been sold are taxed or not, so that they can impose tax or regulate them somehow. And I think for me personally, to regulate them would be a good starting point. Yeah, and let's see how this unfolds. But I applaud the level of understanding that and leadership that Dudulas have shown. And yeah, this is what Africans should be, because we are all Africans at the end of the day. There is no white person opening a Spaza shop in the township. It's just Africans. And yeah, let's benefit from one another. There was also another issue. People complained that Ethiopians don't want South Africans to open Spaza shops there. So you also got no right to say you're going to stop someone from opening a Spaza shop, because they did not stop you. So yeah, let's respect one another, and yeah, we work together.
I'm not saying yes, because things they didn't go the way we thought they would. So actually, I was very much disappointed.
And what were your expectations for today?
I thought we'll be having the immigration ban immediately at the same time to check the document of the foreigners that shot the 21-year boy. But unfortunately, it came very late, and community of white city, they were defending the Pakistans, the foreigners running the Spaza shop. So it was difficult for us to carry on with our job as we planned. As far as I heard, we were distracted because there's a few ladies who were singing there for that Semi, the owner of the shop. They've got kids with him and different ladies. So that's why it was difficult for us to carry on with the operation. What I can say is, if we sit down with them, and especially regarding they give back their country to the community. They are supposed to help us at least with 30% of whatever they're aiming to help us as community. So these are some of the things that I need to address to Pakistans and Somalians, whatever you call them, so that maybe if they've got documents. And what I don't like is whatever skill that they are doing, South Africans, they've got that skills to run the shop. So if maybe they come to Soweto with a different skill, that is going to be impossible for us to do it. We are going to understand. So that was some of the questions that concerned me, especially regarding whatever that has happened.
So, Ma'am Nancy, I'm not sure, there's a bit of an unclear line between you and I, but just to clarify, you spoke of 30% of profits that are expected from the foreign shop owners. I'm assuming this is to have a social compact with the community, maybe in a way that they're giving back. Would this also be an expectation if it was locals running those Spaza shops?
It was, because I think most of the South Africans, they know the laws. If maybe for the funeral or whatever, they come and they help the community. So there's nothing that you're achieving from them, nothing at all. And hygienically, you cannot live with such people. Firstly, you'll never see them going out to the toilet, for an example. They use the Spaza shop to do whatever inside the Spaza shop. So my concern is why people are supporting such people. Why don't you ask yourself a question that where do these people go out to help themselves? Instead, they're fighting against us.
Maybe just to clarify, Ma'am Nancy, in terms of that 30% of profits, it's not necessarily by law that they would have to give back to those communities, but just as a social compact, as a way of ensuring that they make money within a community that they exist in, and they are able to give back, like you say, in ways that certain communities know how the economy of that community would work, and how you would contribute and donate to certain whether it's a funeral, like you mentioned, and not necessarily that it is by law. But I think maybe just to expand on the issue of the people of White City protecting some of these foreign-owned shops. One mentioned in one of the clips that we played earlier on is that they're not against what you're doing, but simply because they were expecting for Operation Dudula, as well as the Soweto Network Alert, to come in with the Department of Home Affairs, with the Department of Health, in ensuring that the processes are done correctly and not just pulling out these Spaza shops from the townships. Would you agree with such a stance in taking a more legal route that would ensure you get the objective that you're looking for?
We tried that several times. Several times. It doesn't work for us. Because, like, for instance, today they came, the immigration van. They checked their document, but without us being around, especially Zandu was not around, we just had the community screaming like they qualified to be in South Africa. But I cannot say I saw it. They did it alone without inviting us.
And why do you think that there is that disconnect between authorities and civil society organizations like yourselves that are trying to find solutions to such problems, especially in the townships?
Can you say it again?
I'm just saying, why do you think there's a disconnect between yourselves and the authorities? Because, I mean, you bringing in the people of immigration was to verify that the actions that you're about to take in removing them was correct in terms of whether or not they do have the documentation. Why do you think you're unable to work together? As you're saying, you've tried it a number of times.
Because, before they start checking the document, they were supposed to invite at least Zandile or one member from our side to verify the papers. So no one verified the papers except the police, them, and the community of White City.